So Lewis, nice to see you again. 2023, the summer of, you were at Brewlab studying for the 9-week diploma at the very start of your journey. I think it would be quite cool to catch up and see what you've been up to since then, because I think your story was a little different to some others. Yeah, if we maybe start on graduation and yeah, where did that take you?
So when I came back, I did all the paperwork to get my brewery legalized. Um, yeah, the first year was a bit hard. There wasn't a lot of movement. The economy was a bit stunk. But slowly and steady, I started to do new contacts and I talked to other people. And maybe six months after I legalized my brewery, I start selling to a bar, and that became my first big contract. Nowadays, it's been almost 6 7 months since I started working with them, and I with that money I just start buying new things, new equipment. I bought a new because I used to have a Brewzilla. I used to have a 30 liters Brewzilla. Now I'm with the 50 liters.
Mhm.
And yeah, my brewery has grown a lot. I went to different restaurants to see, like, just taking a six pack with me of the beers that I brew,
Mhm.
and I used to say like, "Hey, these are my beers. I do beer here in Loja," and yeah, just trying to get people to know my beer.
Mm.
And suddenly they just start calling like, "Oh, can I get a like 24 bottles, something like that?" It's not a lot, but it's a good start. And then they start like ordering more often. But yeah, I had to get like a strategy. My strategy was like, I'm not charging you for the beers now, but when they're finished selling, because here a lot of people it's afraid to invest. They're not that risky in that kind of stuff. So I had to do something like give them the chance to sell the beer and see by themselves how if it's a good fitting for the restaurant or that kind of stuff. So yeah, there has been other brewers that here in my town they almost like say, if you don't buy this much or this quantity, I'm not selling to you.
Mhm.
So that's a bad experience that they had because they had the beer wasn't good actually, so they had to throw the beer, so or they had to consume it on the local, like by the owners, and it wasn't a good first impression of craft beer. So yeah, I had to like say, okay, I'm not worried about the money now. I just want people to know my beer, and yeah, that's how now I'm like, I don't have that much stock. I'm on vacations now from uni, so I'm planning the beers that I'm going to brew on a 6 month period. So I'm not out of beer anymore. Yeah,
So just to put the timeline into place, so you're a uni student,
yeah.
back when you were studying. Well, so you had your vacation as such, some
Yeah,
holidays as being called.
when I was in the UK, I was on my vacations, so it was I didn't have any problems with uni. Yeah, and
Hmm.
I came back and I entered the next period. I was like dealing with uni and with the brew house. Yeah.
So liking to keep busy. So you studied at Brewlab on your summer break, and you've gone
Hmm.
back. You've completed studies now, or you completed?
No,
Okay.
I'm on the sixth period. There are eight,
Hmm.
so I'm almost out.
Okay.
It's like 1.5 years, something like
Oh
that.
yeah. Uh-huh. So you've been building your experience and kind of getting your beer tested on the market since you've been
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah. So there was also a good experience that I had. The first, so the first, we've got a dispenser. We renovated an old fridge that a friend of mine sold me. and we took it to to an event, and we sold out. So in that moment, I knew that my beer was good. I knew that people liked my beer, and that was just like a way to see like I'm on good tracks,
Yeah,
and I'm doing a good stuff. So yeah.
excellent. So that was the inspiration behind doing the Brewlab course to eventually have your own brewery, kind of fully commercial.
Yeah. I since I started brewing, I always wanted to be like fully commercial, big
Yeah,
brewery, like the ones that we visit that in the UK. Yeah, it was like a dream for me being there. Like I was still like working, taking out the molds when we finished the brew days, but I mean that's what I wanted to do.
yeah,
That's what I loved about it. Yeah.
brilliant. How old were you when you kind of got into the passion?
I think I was 16, something like that.
Hmm.
That I had a pub near my house,
Hmm.
and my sister loves to drink craft beer.
Hmm.
So one day I just tried it, and it was like, okay, this is different. This is
Hmm.
something that I like, and I would like to entrepreneur. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's good to hear at such a an early stage. Tell us a little bit with the setup you've got now and maybe what you're heading towards. Where is your kid now?
I'm located where I'm located. Uh, my brew house is in my parents' home. So, but yeah, now my project is go on with canning. I already bought the canning machine, the canning filler. I'm still doing a bit tests on beer carbonation. I'm trying to get it on point. Um, I also wanted to improve my brew house. Now I can do up to 150 liters a day, but it's like waking up at 4 a.m. and finish it at 10,
Hmm.
something like that. So it's not viable because I'm just my town. I'm just on my parents' home at the weekends.
Yeah.
During the weekdays, I'm on another city that is near here. It's like a 4 hour trip, so I'm planning to upgrade my beer house so I can do more beer in less time, and getting more profit of the beer, and get it less time. I think that's essential right now. The cans, and yeah, I'm expanding to Cuenca. That is the city where I study. Now I'm in two bars, two pubs, and yeah, it's almost in a comparison, the first year I was selling maybe 20 liters a month, maybe. Like in a good month, I will say 30 liters, something like that. Now minimum is like 150, 100 liters,
Right.
like in bottles and barrels. So yeah, the other day I was just doing a comparison. I got all the data. I made a Airtable thing to follow up how I'm progressing, and I had some free time, and I said, okay, I think it's time to see where I was and where I'm now, and maybe with that information, I would know where I have to go. So the comparison was very, because here, so I measure my improvement in how much beer I sell, right? So in comparison, the in January 2024, I would say 20 liters, almost like $70, $80, something like that. And now I'm on January 2025. I was on like $500, something like that. In February 2025, I went up to $1,000 on beer. So
Bit of
yeah.
pocket money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm quite proud of it when
Yeah.
I show it to, because my sister always helped me with the foundings, and like know in what to invest, what to buy, something like that. And when I show her, it was like, I'm really proud of it. I get to my first $1,000 month, and I think it's a good track. I think
Definitely.
it's good to
Definitely.
see
Yeah.
where I was and where I'm now.
Yeah.
And it's like a bit of an awake to see, okay, you're progressing. It's slow, but you're doing it.
It's really good to hear. What do you make of the local market in Ecuador?
It's a big market now. Actually, there are quite a few big breweries here. Mostly in the capital in Quito, there are big breweries. Here in Loja, we're not that big. There is only one big brewery. They had some problems with the beer. There is not good. But they still have a lot of people that go to their pubs because it's just the status that they've built. They are quite they have quite a big market, mainly because of their trajectory. Yeah, they are like 6 years old breweries. So yeah, I also have quite a time brewing, but not like a commercial brewery, like not as like people know in my brewery. Yeah, just brewing for myself. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So maybe we can link it with Brewlab, where we're very well. We pride ourselves on the practical aspects of the course, heavily focused on that, the practical brewing. How did that prepare you for brewing in the real world, I suppose?
There are a lot of things that help me, really. Doing the grain bills, bottling, cleaning, going to the big breweries. That really helped me because now I know where to go because I've seen how they work. Now it's like, okay, I can compare where my brew house is by knowing what equipment I have. So firstly, the grain bills because I can prepare my brews for like I usually do a 6 month time lapse. I can buy in bulk, so that's also as I can save money on that. I can buy in bulk on yeast. That is the most expensive thing here in Ecuador. Hops and malts. So mainly that's the big saving I can do. Like just preparing all the brews that I'm going to do, and I can save on the bills. Then canning, it's like canning. It's been a bit hard. I would say that I would love to do more canning on the course because here in Ecuador there is a public that wants cans for gas stations. It's a bit easy to take a can and yeah, drink the beer and recycle it.
Mm,
They are not that fans of bottles. So I would like to do more canning if I
understood.
were to take the course again.
Yeah.
But yeah, cleaning,
Mm.
the cleaning sessions in the big breweries was also very interesting to do.
I was going to say, how about the recipe formulation as well? Have you, has that helped
Yeah.
with
The
it?
recipe formulation has helped me a lot because I recently did a mango ale, fruit ale, because here in Ecuador we got a lot of mango, and that's my best selling beer. On the first month, I've sold like 4 barrels of it. So it definitely helped me to imagine what I want to do, I want to uh, stage the beer. If I want something more sweet, more dry, with a lot of caramel toast, something like that, has helped me a lot because I said, okay, I've tried a lot of beers here in Ecuador that are mango-based beers, and they were like, they're not that good. I can do it better.
Mm.
In that way, I can pre-visualize what I want in a beer, and I can do it. And I think that's what I'm successful for. Like the beer that I can see, I can imagine, I can visualize. I can also put it in a glass. Like
Yeah.
I can make it real. I can make it happen. Yeah.
And then also the quality control aspect as well. So we're quite sort of heavy on that. with Alison in the lab.
Yeah.
Would
On
that be helpful?
the thing is that here, it's not that easy to get a microscope. It's not that easy to make some tests on the beer just for the costs. So I do a quality test control in every batch that I had, but it's very expensive and it's not affordable. I'm trying to work with unis. They had some here in Loja. There is a uni that has like a laboratory, so I'm trying to work with them so I can maintain uh, a quality control, like more specified on the yeast, on how many yeast still in the bottles and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think I still have to work on that. I know the good thing is that I know where to go based on the course, and I know what I need to ask for in the information that the laboratory has to give me to
Yeah.
see if everything is okay or if I need to change something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that really sets you apart from a lot of the brewers over there.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, my next question was going to be how you found the industry, but I suppose you're kind of building up to the big step. So so maybe I can move on to maybe where you intend to be in maybe 5 or 10 years' time. Do you think that far ahead or?
Yeah. I'm already planning on a big brew house. Maybe so how things are going, I think I'm scaling up to 100 liters brew house. I'm looking for bringing it from China. I'm planning on doing a budget so I can do like a savings account. So for example, from each barrel I save $40 per barrel, something like that, and I can build up a budget and then to invest it in a big brewery. Yeah. Yeah, that's the main thing. Like maybe improve some things here, but there is not much to do with the equipment that I already had. So yeah, the next step I think is just moving to a 200 liter
Have
brew
you
house.
have you got anything in mind from the business sessions on the course? Is there anything kind of stuck with you from them, the business and marketing?
Yeah. The classes with Pierre were a lot of were very helpful, mainly because when I came back, I already had my branding when I went to the Brewlab course, so I knew where to go. I knew how to do it. I knew what I should point to. But now, some years had passed, and I'm hardly connected to the things. So I still love my branding. I'm still working with my social media manager, that kind of stuff. But I think I can redo it and re to give it another perspective to it. And Piero classes, like the vision that Piero gave me was like, okay, I'm reaching all these points. What I'm missing, or why I'm not connecting with this idea or something like that. Yeah, I'm still on process on that kind of stuff. I'm still like working on it, but it definitely helped me because it's like, okay, you did great. You did like a good branding on your brewery. Now I need to like get in love with it so I can spread it. I can demonstrate why my brewery is good on just
Can you
mainly on the branding. Yeah.
can you let us know the name of it, or is that a?
Oh yeah, my brewery is called Wonder Brew.
Mhm.
I think I got some recommendations from people, from American people and people from the UK. They say it's not a good name, but I'm not planning changing it. I love it how it is, and I think it's a good name for my context from Ecuador. Yeah, I
And we
think I
can,
have
yeah,
a bottle
yeah,
here.
go and get.
So yeah, so we recently did a new how do you say it? Uh,
design, logo?
Yeah, lo no,
Font?
not logo. The logo has been the same since
Uh-huh.
we started, but we did a label. Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry, I
we
should have
did a
got
new
asked.
label
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the old one was it wasn't that visible. It wasn't that I think this one is more illustrative. Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
takes more the attention on the consumer.
Yeah.
So this was the old one.
Mhm. Okay.
It's a bit darker,
Yeah, yeah.
and so this year we decided to do more dramatic one. We did this one that has like
Has that got the
uh
skyline of the city that you're in, or
yeah.
okay.
So it has like different colors on
Yeah.
the because we plan to do like fruit like experimental brews, experimental brews. So we plan to to use this label for that brews, and we also have this one that has like a shiny lines.
Hmm.
This one is for the classic ones that
Okay.
people already know and people already like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're trying to do new things, and I think we demonstrate that we are doing good
Yeah.
because people is they just love the experimental brews, and I think they are going to become the new classics.
Yeah. So Lewis, it's a really inspiring story. Maybe the last question is, anyone thinking about getting into the brewing industry? Obviously, you'd recommend Brewlab, but do you have any tips?
Yeah, I just met some new brewers here in Loja, and I've said and I said to them like just keep doing it, be patient. Everything needs like on like there is this saying that I'm not trying to understand, but I understand it better now. And everything happens for a reason, and everything happens when it has to happen. Like I don't know if there is an like idiom like or something like that similar in the UK, but here in Ecuador is todo pasa por algo y todo pasa en el tiempo que tiene que pasar. And it's like the timing is just perfect for everything that you do. Yeah.
Mhm. But you'd recommend Brewlab to
Yeah,
certainly
I
enhance your
recommend it
knowledge.
like highly. Yeah, it helped me a lot because mainly because people here just follow the same course and they had the same ideas. I went there, I've seen other things, other stuff, and I know how to do them. So it has been like a very big differentiator
Mhm.
in that kind of stuff. It's just on another level because it's people haven't seen that kind of stuff here. So you're just on another level
Yeah,
if you go to Brewlab. Yeah.
brilliant. Well, as I say, really inspiring, Lewis. And we can find Wonder Brew on Instagram if we have a
Yep, on
look. Yeah,
Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Yeah.
awesome. Well, we'll wrap it up there. But lovely to see you, and take care.
Nice talking to you, Richard. I miss all the crew on Brewlab, and I wish you the best. Yeah, I really wish that more people go to the course and fall in love with brewing.